gonna be able to sleep tonight.
All right, guys, we're at G-Con again. Brian's going to get a reading from James and Rhonda Mays.
$160 for a hotel room? We got the Motel 8 for $50.
Well, that's because I ordered the same thing.
I gave him 140 with a military discount.
That day that we came with y'all up there to Henrietta, we paid $50.
No, it was about 80. It was under 100.
So
Yeah, there wasn't
60
anything.
plus tax.
There wasn't anything under 100 around here this time of year.
Yeah, this is the college town.
We'll go over to Durant, College Town. Yeah, I'll try.
We're not getting
Well, I do like a deck of cards first, and then I cleanse it, put out the energy from the previous ones, and then what kind of reading are you looking for?
I don't know. You don't know anything about me, so.
I know you know what ghosts are.
Yeah. I know that.
What kind of readings are there?
There are so many. There are readings of past, present, future. What they do in the past is tell them problems in the present that can be happening in the future. Then you have future past, where it has nothing to do with the past or the present, but what you need to look for in the future. And so there's so many ways. And then you also have spiritual. Am I on the right spiritual path? Am I connected with any connection? Your religious beliefs, your spiritual beliefs. And then you have, of course, the most common that you see on TV, which is your love life, your finances, that kind of normal stuff. But really it comes down to what are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything. We're just about a reading. I've never had one.
Never had a reading?
No. Never really been interested.
Past, present, future. So we're going to do a past, present, future. And we're going to do the 6-card fold. This means bird. Nope. So that would make sense then. So you're not a hunter, are you?
No.
You don't like taking life.
Huh?
You don't like taking life.
No. Not unless they're bothered.
Like a Drogger, maybe?
Yeah, or Garrett.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad he got his own damn room.
Yeah.
Tired of this guy already.
I got was spirituality. Who's out here? Who's there? What we're going, what we're doing. I got a 6-card reading. And about
How are you going to get home?
WTF.
Okay, but we won't know what the phone is going to go.
WTF, how am I doing? Where we going? Is that okay?
With you?
No, with you. Where am I heading in my life? What am I doing?
Text me, like, does Steve have his phone?
Where am I headed?
Mm-hmm.
Or text me Steve's number and...
Am I supposed to answer that?
I think he's asking, is that okay? Does he
You're
read that?
okay.
No.
It's a, do you want to know where you need to go in life?
I guess. I let God decide that, but...
Okay. I got the cross.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a 7-card pull. It's called the cross.
Okay.
It's where you've been and where you're headed.
I'd like to do that. That one's a lot of
I wanted to charge you.
You're going to charge me? Charge me extra too.
Yeah, you got 2 things we'll be charged for this.
I think I should charge you for getting a glimpse into my life.
Okay, we're going to do. It's called the cross, but it doesn't go the way you're thinking. I need you to pull out 7 from over here, and I will put them in place. Anything that you feel pull to, just reach out to the card. Just reach out and touch one. We're going to pull 7 of these. There we go. And this is the card cross we're going to go. Make it number 2. across yet, but it will. No more.
Do what?
See if I'm gonna die or not.
Yeah, but we keep talking crap to me and your chances are going up.
You're not gonna fix my car next time it breaks down, huh?
Not now, not anymore.
We're going to start with the first.
Okay.
The Healer of the Ages.
Yep, that's it.
Well, no, I had to read it. Now this is faces. Anything that faces you is called Vaksada. Anything that faces their direction is called a reverse card. The Healer of the Ages is at one time in your life you wanted to fix things. You wanted to make everything right. When something went wrong, you want to make it right. If your friends are fighting, you want to make it right. If your family's fighting, you want to make it right. If two birds or two squirrels are fighting in a tree, you wish you could make it right. And this is what I picked up from the early ages. You wish there wasn't so many fighting going on at one time at a young age. And maybe even now.
I've always been a little sensitive to that, but I would say now some of the stuff going on.
Yeah, you don't like the politics going on at the moment, do you?
Nope. How many people really do?
You wish you could fix it, but you can't.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
We're going to go with number 2. This is reversed. Gabriel. Gabriel has a message. But being reversed to you, you've already got the message. You didn't do that. You didn't listen to the message. You knew something came to you. You knew that there's a way to fix some kind of common quarrel. And the message came to you and you weren't sure, indecisive.
Ignored.
Or no, not ignoring, not just ignoring, but ignoring.
That's not specific of what it is.
No, it just kind
No,
of in a
that's
way.
going to be a message from the divine to you.
Yeah, we're not going to get that.
We're not going to get that message.
They came to you.
But I think you already know what it is.
Or a specific friend or person or
Yeah, it's going to you. We're not going to get that.
That's
This is
personally.
personal. It's going to be. No, I got again 0. I
I
got.
mean, it could be, but I was told by 3 or 4 people there's nothing I can do about it.
So you've already, and that's what you meant. You've already got the way to do it. But and we're not getting anything from that. We're just getting that you were told. This is
Was that supposed to be
Gabriel.
in the present or
This is still okay. This is now.
right?
All this is now. But you got basically what to do.
No, this is actually past. In other words, but we might be talking a past of yesterday or a month ago or 2 months ago or a year ago or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
More recent stuff, I could probably agree with it, but
You
It
know,
was like you said, a day ago or a week ago. But we didn't get anybody on that. All we got was
you
you
received
got
a
the message.
well, I can probably kind of agree with that without going into detail.
No.
Anxiety upside down. Anxiety upside down is you kind of gone into a
Depression?
no, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Like I've gotten out of anxiety or going into
you've gone out of anxiety into a whatever.
Go with the flow.
Yeah.
Or a numbness.
Numbness.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
You You're no longer anxiety. You're no longer worried about this.
No.
You're just like, you know what? If they do what they do, that's their fault.
Yeah, the last 2-3 weeks have been that way.
And that's anxiety. And reverse anxiety just means you're no longer anxious about this. You've actually kind of put a neutral force towards it,
I
right?
can see that.
No. Hey, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. You know what happens. And now we're going to go to 4. Upside down Oreo. Your creativity is stifling a little bit. Stifling, stopping.
Creativity?
You have
They're
some,
really creative.
if you have a lot of creative thoughts you're not doing, you have some creative anxiety, some creative,
This
There's
means
something you're
that
wanting to
your
do.
second chakra is blocked.
there's something you want to do and you're not doing it on creativity.
And it doesn't have to be, your second chakra is blocked. That's what that means.
And what does that mean?
A second
That
chakra
can
is
be-
your creativity.
Okay.
Is I mean, in a way, it could be sexual.
Yeah. I was-
I don't have that.
Well, what I mean is that not sexual, but it's within yourself. It's not sexual. I mean, it's basically it's creativity. It is who you are. This expression of I want to. There's something I want to say to the world. There's something I want to say to others.
In what form?
That would be your creativity. It could be art, it could be writing, painting, or videos. You know, anything. There's some kind of creative aspects that you have. What I'm getting is that you have looked at, yet not have pursued.
Can I chime in for a second? I'm actually feeling a fear of exposing himself through the creativity.
Oh yeah, I got. Oh, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I got that.
Like nervousness or?
Well, not opening yourself up to
Yeah, I got that.
it.
one.
Any maybe that. I mean, just not opening yourself up to fully experience what the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
got that on
feeling.
part one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
You don't like being the center of attention, do you?
Huh?
You don't like being the center of attention, do you?
It depends on the center of attention that it is. But,
Well, you're placing
I
yourself
know.
right smack dab in it right now.
I mean, normally no, but
I'd be guarded. I mean, I'd be guarded right now. I'd be very guarded right now.
like I said, it's my first reading. So
I actually commented to Gage how he's sitting right now with his arms closed. He's guarding himself right now.
Well, and that's good. That's your green chakra. Yeah, closed off.
Not that it's bad. I noticed.
I know. I got you.
grounding, actually.
One.
It's his root chakra.
Hey, he's grounding. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Door to spirit. You're not letting this stuff go.
Bam.
Ain't that funny?
Yeah.
What was
The
that?
door to the spirit, the spiritual world, the spiritual realm, the connecting with the divine, the connecting with your spirit guides, your spirit angels. You're blocking off. You're not letting go. You're not. You want to in a way, but you're still
Questioning.
questioning. You're still not sure.
Down.
Should I do it? Let the guard down.
Well,
Yeah.
now, okay, so I am a Christian, so I am saved, so I am religious, but I have opened myself up to other possibilities and other things.
Well, duh. You reached out to us to do paranormal stuff.
And Garrett's the worst one. He's scaring the shit out of me. So, but
Only tattoos.
yeah, beard,
I know.
how he plays with his mustache.
It's like starting to slightly curl up like that one evil villain in every single movie.
But I have wanted to learn more about spirit guides and stuff like that. I just don't know how.
You don't know how, as far as going against your religion.
That, well, how far I can go.
Because there's
What's-
certain things
what
in the
you learn.
Bible that says you don't mess with mediums, You don't do anything witchcraft. You don't do anything with mediums, soothsayers.
I don't remember all that in the Bible.
It's in there.
It might be in the Old Testament. But
It's definitely in the Old Testament. So you do more Church of Christ type of direction.
Huh?
You do more Church of Christ type of direction.
Church of Christ? No, I'm Baptist.
Baptist uses Old Testament.
Well, yeah, but they don't go
Yeah, but just
deep into it.
See, I grew up Baptist. I grew up Southern Baptist in the First Baptist Church in Durant, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was
That's where
a
I grew up.
Baptist church kid.
And they brought a lot of things about Moses and everything up all the time.
I mean, I know it says that, but like I told him, I'm still open.
I know.
But I just don't know how to.
One thing that we look at when it comes to religion is, did you know if you go to the Old Testament, you can't have a tattoo?
Yeah.
I have them. You have them.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
That's the first one. As a kid, I got this. It says "Born to Climb."
What do you mean?
It says
Okay,
what?
I was 5.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Well, see, now that's getting a little.
Yeah. And I haven't had no more since then. But yes, it says basically, and this is what's
And that's
funny.
why I didn't get a tattoo till I was 40 years old.
40 years old. That's cool.
So,
Now let me tell you something here. There are some people who got a tattoo that says that, what was it on the tattoo? They got Leviticus on the tattoo. You're talking about gay. You can't be gay. On men should not lie with men. And they got a tattoo. And then someone said, did you know that the very next chapter says, thou shalt not ink your arm? The same thing.
yeah.
What we look at with religion is religion's a guideline. Now I'm going to go back again to
We're doing
the...
it on a
I know we're doing it. This is coming together with religion. This is coming together with, did you know in the Bible it says to not eat pig? When's the last time you had some bacon?
Last week. But that was for more Jews, isn't it?
Well, you know, the Jews were the New Testament, or the Old Testament.
I thought
Yeah,
with the
everything
New-
changed
I
with
thought
the
with the
New-
New Covenant you could.
Well, that's why I was asking you, are
These are
you...
questions.
I'm not Jewish, no.
I know. Okay. Do you know the reason the Jews got told this? Because when they left Egypt, they left the big trees to giant logs. And then when they went west, they got tiny twigs, tiny trees. They got olive trees. They got twigs. They could not cook pig all the way through. And they were getting sick. And so God said, stop eating pig. That's all it was. It wasn't, I command you to never eat pig again. Right now, you can't cook it.
It's more about eating clean meat.
Right. You can't cook it.
Yeah.
So he basically didn't give a command, he gave a suggestion. You're getting sick. Y'all's getting sick. Don't do pork right now. But they took it to a law. Now, many things in our life, it's the same thing. We took it to a law. Now, let me tell you something about the witch. Now, a lot of things we're talking about here have to do with witchcraft and paganism and ghosts and spirits. Did you know that thou shalt not suffer a witch to live is not in the Bible? Actually, when you go all the way back to Greek, it says the one who cuts herbs should not work and live in the same home. That means a person who is herbalism should not put their herbs together in a bowl in their home because what are they going to bring up? Some kind of poison, some kind of gas. Might kill the whole family. So it doesn't say do not suffer a witch to live. It says the one who cuts herbs should not work and live in the same home. So things just got big stuff. And that's what we're talking about with what you're talking about here. So you talking to us and you do a spiritual connection trying to catch the spirits, there's nothing wrong with this. Actually, one time, a long time ago, Rhonda and I we don't care if you have to spend 2 or 3 days in one area. If there's one spirit who's trapped and needs to go home, you will spend 2 or 3 days to help that person go home. Get our children home. And that was what they said. The spirit guides came down, get their children home. And that was it. It doesn't matter if you are doing this. It doesn't matter if you're going to a place and trying to get evidence. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Think about the children home. Now this comes back down again. Here's second chakra. That's creativity. And then the door to the spirit. Open that spiritual world. Don't be afraid of it. Nothing you're going to do is going to affect you, who you are. And here's another story that popped in my head. There was one guy one time asked me, he goes, I listen to Marilyn Manson and I listen to Ozzy Osbourne. Am I going to go to hell for that? And I told him, I said, I guarantee you, if God is watching you and you're listening to Marilyn Manson, you're just rocking out, or Ozzy Osbourne, you know, and all of a sudden there's a old lady coming to the door, oh, let me get that for you, ma'am, and leave the door for her. And she goes in, good day, ma'am. He's going to see your heart. But you can listen to Jesus saved, and you open the door of it, it hits her in the face, and you just walk on in, and she's like, oh my gosh, what happened? You know, because you didn't care about anybody behind you, you didn't care about the guy at the pump, you didn't care about the one over here, you just, oh my gosh, Jesus loved me, Jesus loved me. And you went and you bought your stuff, you know, and got somebody, hey, my turn, you know. Okay, that's not good.
Yeah. Right.
You're being a dick.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what music you're listening to. It matters who you are here.
What's in your heart?
And this is what God looks at. And this is actually what we're going to talk about up here. But God looks at the heart. He knows you're a good person. And when you have your final day on earth, this is what you're going to ask. Did I help somebody? Did I pay for somebody's food? Did I open the door for somebody?
Bought me a Coke today.
Okay, see, there you go. That's a good heart. Or
I just love hard.
I was looking for.
and making jokes, you know, even that, making jokes.
Jeez, he had $1.
And I didn't pay you $1.
That's it.
See, you should let me buy yours. I'm gonna pay you back.
But that's who you are. This here, working on paranormal, helping spirits go home, finding evidence, that's not what you're going to be judged by. You're going to be judged on who you help. You, if he drops something on the ground, you pick it up in your hand. If his hat flies off and you say, oh, I got it, and you chase after and grab it, and you have it, that's the good stuff.
And those are simple things that make
It's a
us
simple
good
thing.
people. Yeah.
And then this is what we have with spirits. When the spirit says, well, I help people, but my baby was hungry and I stole some milk and I got hit by a car crossing the road. Okay, spirit, you are trying to provide for your family. You're not going to hell for that. There's no reason to not look for that life. You know what? God knew what you were doing. God knew you were trying to provide for your family. And yeah, you didn't have no money at the time, but he knows the heart. You were trying to provide for family. Is that store owner, is he going to miss his, $2 he lost on that, on his $10,000 mansion, or $200,000 mansion, No. But he knew you were providing for your family. He knows your heart. And so, no, that guy who got hit across the road after he stole a gallon of milk, oh, God's not going to say, you stole. You're going to hell. Ain't going to happen. Goes to the heart. And that's where I got to continue walking the way. Do you know how to walk the way? Do you know who you are? Do you know how to put your friends inside with you to help them? I mean, it says walking the way is important. You know how to walk the way.
Walking the way or a way?
No, it's walking the way, yes, but it's upside down. Walking the way. You know how to walk forward. Walking away is giving up. But it's upside down. So means you're walking towards it. You're going to go forward. Walking towards it. You're going to go forward. You're not going to give up. Someone has a message for you. And who is the messenger of the angels?
Gabriel.
Who's the enforcer?
Raphael.
Oh, okay. Raphael.
Gabriel.
I don't know my angels.
Gabriel gave bad messages.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you get an upside down message from Raphael, that'd be bad. But you got a right side message from Raphael.
not that or doing that.
Yeah, I know, but still,
On the
what you're
angels,
getting,
that's the past, right? This is the future. You gonna listen this time?
Pretty hard-headed, but I'll try.
the what a message from Raphael is you have been called.
I've been what?
You've been called to do good. Called to help others.
Because of my current situation, or just because?
In the future, you will know. You are going to be standing there, and you're going to be at that gas pump, and you're going to see some dude get out in the tank, and you're going to say, "Hey, I got this. How about you?" Or you're going to see someone about to end their life. And it can get dark, yes. And you're going to sit there all night long with them and say, "Hey, let's have another beer together." Or, "Hey, tell me again about that story about your mother, your past." You are going to be all night long, you'll sit with them. You do not give up on no one. But there are situations too that come into your life. You're young. I know you don't think you are, but you are. And there's going to be situations where you are going to take a stand, and this is who you are. Your belief is who you are. You know what to do. And that's how I see it. It's just very clear on how I see it, that it's time to take charge, man. And become who you are. And don't hide behind no more. And that's all I got. It's just truth.